Okay, so yesterday we reviewed how to find area of rectangles, parallelograms, trapezoids, triangles. I think that's it. All so that we could begin this new unit of area of composite figures. So, area of composite figures means well, I guess we should go to this page first. So this is just a picture of your star chart. So what you'll be given on your interim testing, on your star test, and these are your formulas. So two things, whenever you get your star test, one of the two things that I want you to change on your star chart, if it's easier for you, is two of your area formulas. So on your formula, it says that you need to multiply by 1/2 right here for triangle. And like I said, it's just easier when we divide by 2 or cut something in half. So this would be something where you rip out this page and you write this down. Also on your trapezoid, it said multiplying by 1/2. And this is also just memorizing the fact that when we multiply by 1/2, we're just dividing by 2. If you know that, it will be easy to remember to change this, where we have our height times our base plus 1 plus base 2, all divided by 2, because multiplying by 1/2 is the same thing as dividing by 2. So it's something that I would like you to practice doing. So let's go to composite figures. So our composite figures is just taking it looks like a house right here, and it wants you to find the area of this figure. That means that we have two figures going on here. Okay, so you would find where those two figures meet and draw a line. So right here, these two figures meet, and now I have separated them into a triangle and a rectangle. So, and I always number them. So shape 1 and shape 2. So shape 1 is a triangle, and shape 2 is a rectangle. Okay. So formula for a triangle and a rectangle. I want you to go ahead and write those down, please. I'll wait. Okay, so you should have these two formulas. Area equals base times height divided by 2, and area equals base times height. Okay, so it asks us to plug in our values. So for the triangle, let's look at this. A triangle, well, let's do rectangle first. So our rectangle's base is 9 feet, goes from this part to this part, and the rectangle's height is 8 feet. Okay, so plugging in, A equals 9 times 8. And then 9 times 8 is 72. Okay. And then let's look at the triangle. So if this part is 8 feet, that means this part is, well, we have 12 and we have 8. So 12 minus 8 is 4. That means the height is 4. So the height of our triangle is 4. And then this is the base. And so it's the same here as it is here. So that means our base of our triangle is 9. Okay. So plugging in values, area equals a base of 9 times a height of 4 divided by 2. Okay, so area equals 9 times 4 divided by 2. Area equals 36 divided by 2. 2 divides into 36 one time, minus 2. Bring your 1 down, and your 6, and 2 goes into 16 8 times. So area equals 18. Okay, and so now to find the total area, we would take our first area and add it to our second area to get total. So 72 plus 18, that's 10. And that's 9. So area equals 90 feet squared. All right, let's go to number 2. So remember, our first step is, let's change this. Area equals 1/2 base times height to area equals b times h over 2. Hopefully doing that over and over again, just it becomes automatic. But so we have 2 shapes here. We have to draw a line, and shape 1 is let's put a 1, a rectangle. Okay, and shape 2 we see is a triangle. So first thing we're going to do, we'll work on the rectangle first. So working on the rectangle, we have a formula of A equals base times height. Okay, so for our base of the rectangle, we have 15. And for our height, we have 9. So A equals 9 times 15. Let's go over to the side. 15 times 9. 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 1 is 9. Plus 4 is 13. So we have area of the rectangle, which is 135. And then let's move to the triangle. So if you see the dotted green line, that is the same length as the bottom line. So that's 15. And then actually, I'm going to change my color just so we can see it. So this is 15, so that would belong with the triangle. And then now we have to find the height. So the height would be this dotted line right here because it goes from the peak of the triangle to the base of the triangle, and it's not slanted. So let's write our formula. A equals BH divided by 2. A equals, we're going to plug in. We said our base of the triangle was 15. Our height is 5. And then once we multiply that, we're dividing by 2. So 15 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 5, 6, 7. So area equals 75 divided by 2. 75 divided by 2. 2 goes into 7 3 times. Minus 6, 1 left over. 2 goes into 15 7 times. Minus 14, 1 left over. Add a decimal 0 and bring it straight down. And 2 goes into 10 5 times. So area equals 37.5. So let's put that right here. Area equals 37.5. And to find total area, we would take these two numbers and add them together. So 135 plus 37.5. I'm going to go off to the side again. 135 plus 37.5. That's 0.5 over here. 5 plus 7 is 12. 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7. And then, I'm sorry, that's not what we're adding. Yes, it is. Okay, and then 1 plus 0 is 1. So that equals 172.5 meters squared. So that's the total area of the composite figure. Going to the next one, number 3. So here you're going to go ahead, and it's already broken up into 2 parts to you. You have number 1, which is going to be, actually let's do the rectangle is number 1, and the triangle is number 2. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and try to solve number 1 and then press play when you have finished. Okay, so for figure 1, which is the rectangle, you should have gotten area equals 180 feet. So now we're going to do figure 2, which is the triangle. So remember, area equals base times height divided by 2. This dotted line right here is the base of your triangle, and it is 15. And then if you see right here, this dotted line goes from the top to the base, which is your height. It also always forms a right angle. So your height is 4. Okay, so go ahead and plug in and solve for that, and then add your two areas together to get your total of your composite figure. Okay, for your total composite area, you should have gotten 210 feet squared. Okay, we have one more to try. So if you look here, we have two figures. Let's draw our dotted line. Okay, so here's figure 1, and here is figure 2. I want you to try this one on your own completely from start to finish. Here are your steps to solve. Important that you press pause and do not press play until you have 100% tried to complete the problem. And that means that you show work and you show plugging in and all that stuff. Otherwise, you will not learn by just copying. So please, please, please make sure you try from beginning to end. Look up at the other figures and see what we did previously, and then use your steps that are here. Okay, so after finding the area of the two figures, you should have gotten 21 feet squared for the total composite figures. Your height for your second figure was, forgot I had the rectangle feature, was 3. Because if we look here, this space right here was 3 feet, and then the total is 6 feet. So 6 minus 3 is 3. So if you did that incorrectly, make sure that you correct that, because our notes should always be right. So right now you have your notes are complete, and so you need to make sure that you take a picture in class right now and submit it on Canvas. And then after that, if there's time left, which there should be, probably about a little bit of time, you need to go back and see what you made on your test for area of circles and circumference of circles, because your retest will be next week. So you need to know if you need a prep for that. And then, of course, if you have any missing assignments, you need to spend that time working on your missing assignments. Okay. Have a good day.